Welcome to week 6 of the Tonto's Demise podcast. I'm Hillbillies on PCP, sitting up right here with.
I am Disco. Brian is this is a perfect metaphor for how I'm doing. As you could tell, I was world champion after 2 weeks, and ever since then I haven't won. And that's
Yeah,
dumb. And I'm Disco.
yeah.
Danny AIDS, and that's it.
And oh, there you go. There you go. I thought you were literally going to do the entire podcast upside down like a bat. Oh, wait,
Dude,
yeah,
that's
there you
fun.
go.
There we go.
And if anybody in our league has vertigo, they're on the floor right now.
I'm thinking that one was for Jimmy Jam. I think that makes him a little bit queasy in the belly.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe he's at the toilet now.
I sure hope so, Brian.
Yeah, it seems fair. All right,
Well,
so what do you got this week for our unfinished business, sir? I mean,
uh I don't have a whole lot. The one thing I do have is, dude, I got Maggie hooked on these slot machine games and shit.
ooh, yeah,
Dude,
you're pushing it hard. I saw
well,
on
only because like, dude, everybody wins, and I know I was like spamming the chat
yeah,
today, and I wanted to apologize for that, but like, dude, if you're on any of those, dude, to refer your wife, and maybe you guys need something to do together. Maggie and me were cranking the slots together, crushing it, dude, having a good time, and as you know, dude. As you well know, Brian, I won
yeah,
like a grand last week.
yes.
So
Did you put any limits on her account?
no, Brian, I do not.
Okay, okay,
That's all right though. I don't care. I know she's cool about it, and yeah, I'm not worried about her giving it back. She likes to play 10-cent spins, dude.
yes,
Nothing frivolous or anything. Like when she wins like $20, her first thought is to be like, "Oh, I'm taking 5 or 10 of it out. I don't
yep.
want to lose it back."
There you go. Smart gambler.
Yeah, she doesn't have a problem like some people I know
So,
who have to put limits on their accounts, Brian, because
yes,
yeah, otherwise, I like to blow my money. I like to blow my load, as you know.
yes. Last week you did that.
I do.
Um,
I always blow my load, Brian, and that's what do you got? Anything good?
Not too much, but my unfinished business with Craig on behalf of both of us because in 2 consecutive weeks he took out both of our keepers. He's like,
Dude, I
"Oh,
said it. Ugh.
last week, last week was you, this week is me." It's like, stop talking about our keepers, man. Like
Ugh.
you completely crushed Nico. He's out. He's on the IR now. And if anybody's seen Brees Hall or HN, you might as well phone it in because
Who?
seen them.
Wait. Who the hell are you talking about? I don't even know these guys.
Exactly. Like two of the top running backs in the league. So, and then Craig's over there with his triple stack. He must have, I know you don't watch the recap when you lose, but he must have said triple cap or triple stack 5 times in 10 seconds. So,
I bet he
yeah,
did, dude.
he's loving his triple stack. So,
I
uh,
mean, you know how I feel about it. I can't. I can't do it, dude. Can't talk about it. I can't. I don't want to.
my other unfinished business is non-fantasy football related. Delling and I went to our very first ever political rally this past week and
Okay.
last Friday. And I mean, no interest in actual going to a political rally, but none other than Michael Stipe and Jason Isbell performed live, which was crazy together. Like it was MTV Unplugged style. Jason Isbell on guitar, Michael Stipe singing for 4 songs, and it was incredible. Absolutely incredible.
Uh, for those at home that don't know, Brian, Michael Stipe, is that the guy from REM? Is that
He
right?
is. He is the lead singer of
Okay.
REM. REM is defunct. They have broken up. And Michael Stipe said, "This is the first time I'm singing these songs for like 16 years. So we'll see how they go." So that was kind of cool. He came out of retirement, for the rally and put a couple songs
Sweet.
together. It was so sweet. It was
Did
so
they
sweet.
play End of the World as we know it?
I thought they were going to, but they didn't. They played.
Oh, dude,
I
that's my
know.
favorite one by
Yeah.
them.
Yeah. I was kind of surprised. I think if they had a full band, they would have, but They played The One I Love, and then they played Driver 8. And then they played two Isbell songs. So
Well, I mean, I guess if I'm being honest, like the part I like about that song so much is like the harmonies at the end or towards
yeah,
the like
yeah,
middle-ish end, right?
yeah.
That's I don't know. I'm not the hugest fan of them, but their songs always stick in my head for like
Yep,
the entire day.
yep.
And for
And,
anybody who's ever had shiny happy people
oh my
stuck in their
God.
head for like 14 hours, it's
Yeah,
pretty rough. But
yeah.
any
That is
song can
that
be
is
bad.
rough. And Nola loves that song, which I mean, she's like, play Shiny Happy People. I'm like, no, no, no.
Oh, dude, you got to learn it on guitar if she loves
I
it, dude.
should. Yeah, I should. And she can sing
Yeah,
along.
dude.
That would be fun.
Maybe you'll appreciate it a little bit more if you learn it. You know what I mean? Take the
Yeah.
time, and you'll be like, "Oh, it's an actual song. It's not just dog shit." You know.
So, but yeah,
Anyway, yeah, no, I
that's
bet
all
the
I got.
triple stack was a topic of conversation.
Oh my
Anyway,
goodness.
well, how close did you get to the? I mean, was Kamala Harris? I mean, you guys are Dems, right? So, like,
Yeah.
Harris, were they both there?
No, no, neither one of them was there.
Ooh,
We got the first second gentleman.
what?
And
The who?
the first second gentleman, that's how they introduced him, Doug
Oh
Emhoff.
my
Yeah,
God, dude! So,
that's what
like,
we got.
your brother's friend's cousin came, and he like,
But
sweet.
the funny part was like he was such an REM fanboy. Like he's like back in law school, he's like I went to see them so many times. I saw them in '84 here, I saw them in '86 here, I saw them in '88 here, and like he's like I'm really here just to introduce them. Like it was kind of funny. It was like he was genuinely excited just to introduce Michael Stipe.
So it didn't turn you off? It didn't change your vote or anything?
No, no,
Mm.
no, no.
Did you ever hear about the guy who went to the rally and then by the end of it he changed his vote?
No, I didn't. Who's that?
Yeah, that's because he doesn't exist, Brian.
That's hilarious. I thought you were. I thought
Nah, it's a good one though. If you do
that was a
hear
pretty
it,
good
it'll
one.
be funny as fuck, dude.
I don't think that many people were there for the music. Most people were there for the rally, and so it was kind of weird being in the crowd, like holding a sign. I'm like, we're here for the music, man. We're not here for the
Well,
rah
honestly,
rah.
dude, I've never been to a rally like, and you said this is your first one. What would you say
Yeah,
the average age of the participant was, if you had to
this
guess?
one was definitely like probably right around my age. I'd say early to mid 40s. It was all like Gen Xers. Yep.
So hot moms everywhere, dude. Is that what you're
Sure.
saying to me?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't see, and it
I
was
mean,
right in the middle of Oakland. You got CMU on one side, you got Pitt on the other. There were maybe a handful of college kids there. There were no college kids there. So
well, I'll tell you what, Brian, I only go to work for the hot moms because they all have to get groceries, my friend.
that's great. I love
And
it.
I've become a huge fan, and they're all wearing these leggings. And when they wear like dark green ones and maroon ones, for some reason, dude, that's my jam.
That's your color.
Yeah, and I think my hot mom game is pretty tight, and I think most of them come to me anyway because well, look at me, you know.
Yeah. Literally.
They they want a sexy beast to
So
ring them up, but you
funny.
get it.
I love
Hot
it.
moms for the win for all the hot moms out there. That talking to you, Josh. You pretty, you
Uh,
pretty princess, you.
that's so funny. And that is my other unfinished business. I mean, shout out to Josh, man. 300,
Yes,
that is sick. That is sick. Like
dude.
I'm
I
not
was
a
gonna
big
write a
bowler,
book
but
about that. I was
yeah.
gonna write like a long page about it because my dad. I had the newspaper clipping. He bowled a 299 once, and he
Oof,
told me he's like,
oof.
"Listen, Brandon, I got up there for in the 10th. I knocked the first two out. I'm standing up there. He's like, I couldn't feel my feet. My legs were shaking. I felt
Yeah.
like I was gonna shit and piss myself at once. I've never been so shaky." He's like, and he's like, I swear I threw a fucking good ball and everything. He's like, but that goddamn 10 pin did not go
Wow.
down. So I know how hard that is. So
Yeah.
congrats to you, Josh. I
Did you
bet you
happen to
were nervous
see?
as fuck. I
Did you
did
watch
not,
his
dude. I
video?
didn't, no, I was trying to. And then for some reason, I didn't click into it. And then I
It's
got
all right.
distracted. And then, yeah, I'll watch it. But
It'll be there. But
yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
I'll watch
15,
it.
15 seconds. But it was fun watching Josh get excited. However, his daughter could have done better camera work because my niece's daughter, because you see all 10 pins, but then Josh kind of moves to the right and obstructs the view of like Is that the 10th pin on the right side, or is that on the very far?
Ooh,
Is that 10? Is that 10? I don't know the number.
tens on the right. Yeah,
Yeah,
back right.
and that's the one that barely at first you could tell it wasn't going down, but it was a delayed reaction. So it was pretty dramatic, but I couldn't actually see the pin fall.
Yeah, dude, that pin is the one for righties where like you could throw it sweet in a pocket and it just
Yep.
doesn't do it, dude. It's weird.
What's your
So
high
yeah,
score?
it's
What's your high score ever?
dude, I did not inherit my dad's bowling abilities,
Yeah,
my friend. I don't think I ever cracked 200 in my
me neither.
life or even close to it. I'd say my high score is probably about a buck 50, dude. I suck.
Okay. Yeah, I think my high score is like 182. So yeah, I mean, you'd think it'd be relative a little bit easier to crack 200, but no, no.
Well, it's weird. I'm kind of like a smaller guy. I don't have a lot of muscles, and so like the lighter balls. First of all, they don't knock all the pins down, and for two, the holes are too
You
small. But
you got that
then
six
I
pounder?
hate those big, humongous. My dad used to have like a 16-pound
Big boy.
hammer, dude, with
Yeah,
his fucking name on it, and it's like, dude, I don't even like picking up that ball to move it in the living room, dude.
just let alone bowl with it. That's
Yeah,
funny.
not my jam. I always thought the basketball was heavy, etc.
Sports was just too heavy.
Sports, all the balls are too heavy, Brian. I like lighter balls, and I don't know.
Oh, that's
That's why I
great.
like golf, dude. I could pick that ball up, no
That
problem.
ball is light.
Yeah, dude. You could put a couple in your pocket, dude. It's a good time.
That's hilarious. All right, let's get into checking out these standings real quick.
Ugh, I
Yeah,
don't really
dude,
want to,
I
dude.
really hate to see that L3 by your name because you don't deserve L3. I mean,
Well, that's debatable, but I mean, there's definitely I scored 170 out of beat half the league. Scheduling's
yeah,
part of it too, but
it is.
a couple of those losses I didn't even crack 150. I'm not sure. I don't even
Okay,
know if I'm like am I still in the knockout pool? I don't even know,
you are,
dude.
you are, you are. As
Am I?
far as
Weird.
I know, unless you got knocked out last week, because
I don't think so unless like no, because I beat like
Boom,
6 teams last
yeah,
week.
Boomers got knocked out this week.
Oh, okay, okay.
So I'm
I
not
might
sure.
have last week. It's possible.
Yeah. And then look at
Nobody
Delhi.
really cares.
Nobody cares. Speaking of which, not really deserving it. Delhi doesn't deserve to be in second place. Who are we kidding now? 826. He belongs right down here, right around Shawshank. So
Yeah,
maybe right behind Ed Logger. But hey, it'll work itself out in time.
you would hope, Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sh-
that's tough. I mean, I'm sure you like it.
oh, I
You
love it.
know.
Yeah, I love it. Let's
All
check
right.
out the power rankings, of course. It's always fun to look at. And there we go.
I'm
Mr.
still one of the most powerful motherfuckers in this league, Brian. That's good. I love that.
You and Mr. 300 right there at the top. And then the Wizard of Wimber, man, creeping. I don't like that at all. Don't
Uh,
like that at all.
Especially when he assembled his team in nefarious ways, Brian.
I
Nobody
know.
likes that
I
sort of
know.
thing.
And then you got Dubsy down there at the bottom. Does he deserve that? Come on now. Yeah, he
Yeah,
does.
yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. You
And
should,
let's
dude.
go.
I bet if he had that Chase guy, he'd have more wins. Is
He's
all.
good. He is good.
Mm.
Uh,
He's superlative, Brian. He had like 40 plus points this week. He's got
look at
almost a
that, dude.
50
Oh,
burger.
look at this. Look at this. Look at this nonsense. Shawshank is projected to win, finish
Oh
out
God, this again. Me
one in
running
the
the
trade.
table. Fuck
I,
this.
I
This.
know. They've got
Oh
two
my
and
God.
three.
Yeah, Brian, I've grown weary of the power rankings and projections.
I know. I know, dude.
No, but I like looking. It's fun. Anyway,
All right. What do you want to do? You want to get into some trannies or you want to do trade time? It's up to
let's
you.
do something, Brian, that we haven't got to do
Okay.
for a long
Okay.
time.
Little
On
trade
three?
time. One,
Yes, sir.
two, three.
Trade
Trade
time!
time.
Trade
Trade
time!
time. Trade
Trading
time.
guys! Excellent!
All right, let's check out some trades. What happened this week on the trading list? That's not it. Let's go look at these trannies and check out these trades. There we
Well, I'll
go.
tell you something, Brian. We spoke about this last week, and we said how no one ever trades. And sometimes, Brian, when you want something done, you have
Yeah.
to go and do it yourself. So why don't you go ahead and tell us about these trades?
Well, the first trade we had happened on October 3rd at 8:08 p.m. And that's when I don't know how it occurred, but Disco traded away Deontay Johnson to get that sweet, sweet Andy Dalton stack, the red rifle to Deontay Johnson. And you know what? Beans like I am done with Philadelphia. I cut the defense
Mm.
and I'm sending Jalen Hurts packing. That's unbelievable. He sent Jalen Hurts to disco. Did not see that coming one bit, and I didn't understand what you're talking about completely before. Whenever you said you can't wait for your next stack, but now it makes perfect sense. Makes perfect
Oh yeah. Well, like I said last week, Brian, I've got stacks for days, and
sense.
it's just another one I'm
Um,
working on.
I mean, I'm not going to talk about it too long, but I think Carolina, if you're resting your hopes on the Red Rifle and Deontay Johnson for the rest of the season, that's rough. I think Jalen Hurts has a lot more upside. And Craig said, and you probably won't want to hear this, but he said this is Saquon's year. He thinks that Jalen Hurts is overrated. Blah 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 blah.
All
Yeah,
right. I'm
I
not
still
surprised
say,
at that.
yeah, I still say you win this trade handily. So yeah, Jalen Hurts is a quality quarterback.
Listen, dude, when you got to card out T-Law and Kyler Murray with their gross ass 22-point floors, dude, I mean, even in a game where Murray went for 50-yard touchdown, he
Yeah.
always does this. He comes out firing and then he gets tired or something, but he only put up 40 points, dude.
Ball,
Like
yeah, those balls are heavy.
the ball is heavy for Kyler Murray, and after um I just felt like, well, I guess I just want something a little more stable. And then of course he was on the bye, so that had something to do with it. I mean, he wasn't scoring Kevin any points when he definitely needed a win at 0-4. So
Yeah, and he got
I
it.
get
He got
and
a
I
win.
offered him up, dude. I was gonna throw in one of my boys, preferably Murray. I mean, I thought T Law would turn it around. I feel like he did.
Yeah.
Um, but Kevin didn't want him. So
Wow. Wow. Okay, he's gonna keep him.
he said he'd rather have the red rifle than those guys. I said that's cool, no problem. But
You know, it's always good to have a second quarterback, and Craig was pointing out the fact that like the Red Rifle is his only quarterback. So
yeah, well, yeah, no, I don't know. I
I
Jalen Hurts has not had his weapons all year long, so
no.
now he's getting his boys back. I think he's going to start putting up some points. Too. Well, in fact, Brian, I'm banking on it.
Yes,
That's
yes, I
all.
see that. I see
That's it.
that. All right, and the second trade that happened just today, right just after high noon, and we had a trade between Disco and Gags, and Gags sent the Chargers defense packing, and you got rid of one of your three quarterbacks, and you said Kyler Murray was great. Well, we had big hopes, big dreams, but they're over. So see you later. Um, I don't know. I don't know much about the Chargers defense this year. I don't know how strong they are, but. Oh, I guess on paper, I'm going to give this one to Gags. I think Kyler Murray's going to have brighter days ahead of him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, first of all, Dallas is losing two starters a week to injury
That's
on
true.
defense,
That's true.
dude,
Yeah.
and it's tough. It's looking tough. Their schedule's kind of tough. I like the Chargers where, they could fill in where Dallas has either tough matchups or bye week. Um,
Okay. Fair.
Kyler
Fair.
Murray, yeah, no, I don't know. I don't like his schedule. I like Lawrence's schedule a lot more, so I don't know. I think Gags wins this trade pretty handily.
Yeah.
Um, it's always discouraging when you send the offer and they accept it in less than a minute.
You're like, wait.
Like I'm pretty sure, Brian, that I hadn't even requested the trade yet, and he already accepted.
So funny. That's for you,
But
my man.
the Chargers D look, the Chargers have one idea, and it's run the ball and play good D, and they're playing awesome defense this
Yeah.
year, dude. The most points they've given up in a game is 17. That was to the Chiefs.
That's
They play
impressive.
Denver. They play Denver this week when Dallas plays Detroit, and I don't know, they just kind of fit in with what Disco's trying to do. So,
Yeah.
like you said before, rostering three quarterbacks is really hard. I gotta. I mean, he's gonna toil away on my bench. Gags was Gags has nobody to start at quarterback, so I just went for it.
Yep. And it's tough to roster three quarterbacks, but it's even harder to roster four, as Delling is currently doing. We'll get into that. We'll get into that later.
All right.
But
So yeah, Gags wins that trade. I think
yeah.
Disco wins the. I mean, Deontay put up 29 yards, like he
29
will
points.
do 29 yards in the
Oh, not
last game.
points.
No, he only had a 5.5 or something.
Okay. Yeah, that's
But
tough.
yeah, no, you got to sell high on those guys, I guess.
Yeah, dude, you sold him at the exact right moment. So, well played. All right.
Thanks.
And let's take a look at the offers that involved money. Why don't you take these away? And we only had a
Here
couple.
comes the
You had
money.
two. Yeah.
Here comes the money. Money, 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 money. All right, my friend. Where are we at here?
We just have two of them, I think.
Oh, just two.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, first off, the prize pony of the week, Brian, was Alexander Madison with your boy, Zamir White going down and eventually being cut from the roster, told to clean out his locker, gave him a pink slip in his underwear, and your fifth round pick hit the
I
dust.
know, dude. I
Anyway,
know. That's rough.
let's see who tried to replace Zamir White Disco. Disco for $1. Just wanted to throw my hat in the ring
Why
for
not?
fun. And then Possum Magic jumped in for 13. Dub C snapped him back for 22. Hillbillies on PCP went to bed thinking he had him with
Yeah, I did. I did.
$49. But as Jimmy said on the
Yeah.
lineup, Disco himself steered him in the right direction. He slapped down 5 more bucks than Brian and took him home. Um,
That hurts.
what do you think about getting prices wronged by
Oh man,
Jimmy Jam there, dude?
it hurts when you find out that he had a lower bid in his mind, and or probably on the app, and then went back and changed it based on our actual podcast. Like that really hurts.
I
Uh,
mean, to be fair, it wasn't you that said it and hadn't been blowing their load all over the place. It was
right,
me.
right. But still, had he not
Still
watched it, he
stings.
probably wouldn't have done that. My biggest mistake this year by far is your benefit whenever I should have clearly dropped Zamir White instead of dropping Kareem Hunt. That's my
Oh,
biggest mistake. Like what was I thinking? So that's my
how do you
biggest
like my
regret.
cunt, Brian?
I mean, it is sweet. It is so sweet. I was very disappointed in myself. But so I was going after Alexander Madison is like basically like trying to like get somebody back on my squad. But yeah, he wanted a more. I didn't even see how he did. Did he even do well this week, Madison? I didn't really see his numbers.
I had 10 points or
Yeah,
something, but
not bad.
which, I'd have taken that with the way
Yeah,
my running backs played.
oh, absolutely. I mean, I think Madison's going to probably take that lead role eventually.
Yeah, I
Considering,
mean, and how hurts Zamir White must be hurt enough. You're cutting him, so you don't
yeah,
like his future. They really don't have a
no.
lot of backs in there that I know about.
No, I think they got Abdullah, they got Madison, and I forget some other guy.
Yeah, so I don't. Yeah, I think it's a good race for this guy. I think he'll be all right, especially with bye weeks coming up. I mean,
Yeah,
you'll take what you can get.
absolutely. This next
Uh,
one's interesting.
all right, and then finally, Brian, and only finally for real money bids, Gags again is just throwing his hat in the ring. He doesn't
Yeah,
care, but he's keeping his money. And for Danny Dimes and Dubsy, hey, speaking of which, he needed a backup quarterback. He doesn't trust the Red Rifle, and for $3, I'm gonna give him Tranny of the Week.
absolutely. He gets it hands down. Now, my question is, do you think Gags would have made the same trade to you if he had picked up Danny Jones?
No way. And honestly, I didn't even know that he was going
Yeah,
after Danny Dimes.
I mean, he really
I was
wasn't
just,
going after him,
well, I
but
mean, I had issue with my roster size for one. Again,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
another
it's
reason
tough.
why I did what I did. But like, I just looked through the teams that needed a quarterback, and none of them need one except for Gags. So that's why I offered him what I
Well,
did.
it worked out
But
perfectly. But I think
yeah,
he,
no, I don't think he would have. I think he'd have kept Danny Dimes. If you look at Kyler Murray's schedule, it's pretty gross.
yeah. So, and does he have another defense that's solid and he's willing to give up?
Yeah, he's got Buffalo.
Oh yeah, yeah. That makes sense. Alrighty. Let's
So
take a
yeah,
quick
Danny Dimes
uh,
for $3. Good stuff,
yeah.
dude.
Let's take a quick look at the other ones that involve money that that were not free. Let's see here. Starting with man, there weren't very many, were there? Were there any uncontested no. Nothing
No,
else
nothing.
uncontested. Wow. for actual money.
No, good pickup for you. All right, let's just run through them real
Yeah,
quick.
real
So we
quick.
got where we got Philadelphia's D by you playing Cleveland. That can't
Yeah,
hurt. Santos for Miles Sanders got cut after that pit. I mean, good cut there, I think.
yeah, for sure.
Arizona got cut. Nice. Nick Folk, he's a kicker. Jalen McMillan, Tampa cut. Maddie said someone darade or dared
Oh
him to
my
pick up that
goodness.
guy.
Oh my
And so he
goodness.
did.
He did it.
Hilarious. And then
Yeah.
you picked up Darius Slayton just in case Malik Neighbors'
Just
head
in
isn't feeling
case.
so nice.
Yep.
And of course, after you bink one, Alec Pierce, 33% of the time he catches the ball, it's a bink. Brian went for three.
Yeah. It
I
took
mean,
until 7 o'clock tonight to get him, but he's like, you know what? I'm gonna pick him up.
he doesn't want to start him. He knows what's going to happen if he does, but he'll light up his bench just fine, Brian. And as far as these guys go, throw a dart and just give them tranny of the week on this side. I like Philly for free,
Me too.
honestly. I
Philly,
don't
I
know why
couldn't believe
KB
it.
cut him, dude.
Yeah, I couldn't believe they're for free. I mean, yeah, they haven't been performing at all this year, but again, it's like you saw Kelsey's now starting to catch some passes. Like people will come back eventually, you know. So
Oh, and their schedule's they got the Giants next week and
yeah,
Cleveland this, so
exactly.
it's you could do a lot
Yeah.
worse, dude, for
Oh yeah.
free. I mean, Zamir White's a piece of shit. He got what he deserved.
Yes,
So I mean,
absolutely. Yes.
I think you did a great job there, Brian. I'm gonna give it to you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. All right. Let's just jump right into it, man. Are you ready?
Dude, I'm loving this. You know I gotta work at 6
I
a.m.
know,
So
dude. I also have to get up at like 5 o'clock, so let's go.
right.
On three. One, two, three. This
This
week's
week's
matchup.
matchups. Beautiful, like a
Money.
silky silkworm spinning his silky web.
From its silky butt.
I'm a little under the weather too. I'm sorry
Oh,
for
are you
that.
really? It's
Yeah,
not,
no.
it's not showing. You got COVID again?
No, not this time, I don't think.
Yeah.
I've only had it 3 times, but anytime I get COVID these days, it's almost just like the flu. I've had it so much. Like, I'm
Yeah,
not afraid. But
me neither.
yeah, Rosie brought something nasty home from school, as they generally do at the
They
beginning
do.
of the
That's
year.
where it comes from.
Yeah, dude.
What would you rather get? And this is like a would it literally is a would you rather. Would you
I love
rather
that
have
game.
your child bring home a flu bug or a lice bug?
A flu bug.
Me too.
A
Me too.
thousand times, dude.
That wasn't that hard.
Yeah. Oh my God, Lily got lice when she was little, dude.
That's the
And
worst.
oh
Oh,
my,
yeah.
you might as well just burn everything you own, dude, if you want to ever be
Burn
comfortable
everything to the
again.
ground.
Oh my God, dude. Fucking lice. That's why they check for them. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like
Yep.
that shit, shit was prevalent when we were kids. It's not so much these days, but dude, it's out there.
It is. It's definitely out there, and it
I
like
would not wish
it
that on
wrecks
anyone.
your world for at least a few weeks. Yeah,
I mean, I've had a cat that brought fleas into my house, and that's pretty
that
gross.
sucks
Especially
too. Yeah, we've
you,
had that. That sucks.
I'd put on white socks, dude. I'd step out of the bed and have like 150 of them on me. It's
Yep.
like the grossest thing ever.
We had to have
But
our house bombed one time. It was bad.
yeah, same. But
Not fun.
yeah, no. We had professionals come in. We even tried those ones where you like do it yourself. It didn't
Oh,
work, dude.
yep, yep.
It's
So
fucked
yeah,
up.
flu bug by a mile.
Oh yeah, dude, I'll take anything over fucking creepy, crawly, tiny little million. Yeah, fuck that noise.
All right. I believe that our matchup of the week is probably going to be Yinzer versus Wizard. What do you think?
Yeah, and I thought that Ed's game was like next to last. I think
Yeah,
I
him and Shawshank.
called the matchup of the week last week, so you can call the
Okay. Okay, that sounds
Yinzer
good.
game. So
All
I'll
right,
go first
you
this
go
week.
first. Um,
So we'll save those two. So we'll save Craig and Maddie and what was the other one we said? Ed and Josh, right?
and
Because
Josh,
they're
yeah.
real close. Yeah. So why don't I just do yours right off the
Okay,
bat?
go for it, dude. All right. Yeah, me versus Boomers. We're not really close. I mean, by points, we're close, but yeah.
Then you can do mine, and then we won't have to worry about all that
Perfect.
bullshit. All right.
Love it.
All right, Brian.
Hold
We are
on.
in. Wait.
Something weird's happening. Whoa, check her out.
That's what I thought you were alluding to, and I was pretty. Yeah, I was trying not to stare at her, actually.
Oh,
All right, is everything all right, Brian?
we're good. We're good. I'm back. I'm back.
Okay. All right, Brian. In this first matchup, we have got our third place world champion. First in our hearts, third
Yes,
in the standings. Things are shaking out, just like he said. 3-2. What the hell's your team name again?
the
Holy
Hillbillies.
fuck, dude. The
It's Hillbillies.
Hillbillies on PCV. Oh yeah. Going up against my stepson's on a losing
Yes,
streak, my friend.
yes.
He's trying his best, but he's down to 2-3 in 10th place. Third from the basement, the third loserest loser in the whole wide
Just got
world.
knocked out.
And he got knocked out of the. Oh yeah, it hurts real bad sometimes, Brian. But that's all right. My stepson will bounce back. I know it. Let's just get right into it. We have got at quarterback. We got Christ Jesus walking on water, going up against Jordan Love. Christ is on the road.
Yeah,
Jesus.
he's at
Jesus went to
home.
New
Yeah.
England, and Jordan Love's at home against Arizona. I'd never pick against Jesus Christ, Brian. So I'll go with that.
Christ Jesus, and the projection he is 100th better than Jordan Love, but I feel like it's gonna be a
Ooh.
little more than that. Yeah,
If you can
give
tell
me
me in the
Christ.
next 9 seconds how many passing yards that is, I'll give you a prize. Ready? Go.
Oh, geez, one. No, it's not one. How many yards is that?
And time's up. It's not one, and I'm not really sure what it is, but you lost. All
Ah,
right. And then at wide receiver, we've got, oh, Brian, we don't have our boy Nico cozied up to
no, we
CJ
don't.
because,
No,
as
we
we know,
don't.
he's on IR. And I'm sorry that I was the first person to tell you that.
I
I
really
can't
thought you were
believe
messing
you.
with me.
Dude, that
I
was
re
like noon, dude.
I
Like,
know.
how could I mess with you? And you're making trannies at 7 a.m. So, well, I guess they probably didn't say that, right? He was like
Yeah,
week to week when you
exactly.
last saw it. Oh, that hurts everybody's soul, but especially yours, Brian. And then,
Yep,
so
true.
we got DK Metcalf, Malik Neighbors, and Cortland Sutton filling in, going up against Mike Evans, Debo Samuel. Oh, and
I
ironically,
know.
we've
I
got
know.
Tank Dell.
I know.
Uh,
I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Ooh. No, you don't. And DK, well, he torches everybody. That's not a problem. Um, assuming Malik
Neighbors
Neighbors
plays. I like
plays,
that.
yeah.
That's a if.
You really would like to see those the San Fran Seattle guys lined up for Thursday, you know.
Yeah,
So one
we'll
of you
fix
guys
that.
should
We will
switch.
fix that. Yeah.
Well, you're gonna have to tell each other because you don't. If you both switch, then they won't be lined up.
I'll
All
fix it.
that said, and for those reasons, Brian, I'm gonna go with my stepson.
Yeah, I think this week I'm going to go with your stepson as well because I don't think Neighbors is going to play. So Slayton's going to be in there. I don't think he's going to repeat what he did last week, and I don't like Tank Dell being the legit number two receiver. So yeah, I'm going to give it to his stepson.
Do you think that's why Maddie Darade dared to pick that guy up? Is because
Because of
oh
Nika.
well, we'll speculate later, Brian. And
Yeah.
then at running back, we've got Jerome Ford, with visions of Nick Chubb in his
I know.
casting a shadow upon his fantasy life, and JTT. And JTT's backup just in case going up against Bijan and my homeboy J.K. Dobbins. We
Yeah,
love when it's easy, Brian. Give
yeah,
me my stepson.
yeah. Bijan and Dobbins, no doubt.
Okay, and then at tight end, we've got the best tight end in the whole wide world, Brock Bowers, going up against, as you like to call him, Thornton McBride. We never pick against Brock Bowers on this channel, folks, and we're never going to do it ever.
And
So, Brock,
The Steelers are awful against the tight end. So yeah, give me Brock Bowers.
dude, even if the Steelers were the best at defending the tight end, I'd still take Bowers. And then, because it feels like a Harrison game, Brian. And then in the flex, we've got my boy showed up in your lineup,
And
Brian Rashid
finally,
Shaheed, going up
finally,
against the Miss. Was he smoking Dubes, Brian? Is that how he
no.
got suspended? I think he was.
Yes.
Romeo Dubes smoking a Dubes.
Is that why he
In a
got suspended?
revenge game against himself for getting suspended. Man,
Was that the
that's
actual reason for him getting suspended?
let's just say that it is
Yeah,
for
I
the
think it was.
it is in the movie in my head, Brian, and for those reasons, give me Dubes.
Ah, great. Give me, I'm a little worried because Derek Carr is injured and they have not announced Taysom Hill as the starter yet. And I'm waiting for that, even though it's not going to happen. But you know what? Give me Shaheed anyway because he did it once. He got a touchdown in my starting lineup. He's going to do it again, and Dubes is going to be high.
I mean, high above the other players in the end zone, Brian. And then in the kicker slot, we've got the boss man going up against Yahweh Koo. Give me Koo, dude.
Give me two.
All right, and finally, and only finally, we've got the $0 defense, the Philadelphia Eagles, going up against Cleveland at home, going up against Washington on the road against Baltimore. But as you know, Brian, that's not the defense they'll be playing because
He
this
doesn't
guy
have enough.
rosters
He does
like
not have enough
nine
coverage.
defenses. My young son never saw a defense on waivers he didn't like, Brian. And
Dude, I guess he's
ooh,
probably going to put Detroit in there. I don't know.
if it was you, who would you play?
I would play Detroit probably at this point.
Man, that's tough though. I'd be hitting the waivers.
Yeah, I honestly I would too. I don't like any of them because they're
Dude,
all good too. They're all on
I'd
their way.
take the Colts against Tennessee. I
Yeah,
know
the
they're
Colts
out
are
there.
probably better.
That's what I would do. All
Yeah,
right. Overall, that's okay because Washington's in there against Lamar Jackson. Good luck. And
yeah,
finally, and only finally, I got to tell you, dude, I took a lot of my
I know,
boys.
I know.
No pun intended. Just kidding. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I never pick against my stepson. I'm sorry, Brian. I'm gonna go
no,
with
hey,
him.
that's fair. This is my biggest concern right here is Tank Dell. Obviously, he's got some edges here, and if JTT plays and Neighbors play, I like my chances, but I have a feeling that Neighbors is not going to play. I'm still taking myself. I can't pick him against my own team. On the strength of my buns and the Philadelphia D pickup for $0, I win it all.
I mean, you said last week that you're gonna start going with your heart because it's a luck game anyway. So good on you for doing that. But
Absolutely.
this
But
goes
yeah,
to show, and I mean, how you going to replace Nico, dude? The lineup just takes a little bit of a ding when you got to put Sutton in instead,
yeah,
Stuff out there,
against
Brian.
your Chargers, right?
No, I'm not. Look, just in general,
Yeah.
just got to hope he hits that 1 for 4
Yeah.
slot machine touchdown. You know what I mean?
That's exactly. If I get that touchdown, I get over 10 points, I'm happy.
I mean, Disco's playing the Chargers D, so he probably
Sutton
will get at
gets
least
so
one.
many targets. He averages about 12 to 15 targets a game, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Let's hope. Well, we always hope it doesn't matter, Brian, because I have a stake in that game, and I said before that I hate Denver's offense, so I'm putting my money where my mouth is.
There you go. And
Wait,
then
go scroll down real quick
yeah, yeah.
to a little bit further.
Okay. Keep going.
Little more. Little more. I thought I saw something. Never
Okay.
mind. All right.
So you seeing ghosts?
Yeah, a little bit. Who's that guy who saw the ghosts, Brian? Was it Darnold?
Yeah, yeah, it was Darnold. It definitely
Yeah.
was.
All right.
All right, in this next matchup, we've got a very middling kind of mediocre matchup here, but the teams are not mediocre. It's just that their records are currently. Let's hope that one of
Yikes, dude.
them, somebody's going to get closer to a playoff team.
Ow.
It's going to be
Ouch, dude.
Darkwing Jet currently in eighth place, going up against the ever hopeful Danny Disco in ninth
Oh my
place,
God,
just
dude.
right behind him.
A
Um,
middling piece of shit, dog shit team, huh? I mean, it hurts the soul, but I mean, you're not
Yeah,
wrong.
you
You're
say
just
your
an
team's where
asshole,
it's
dude.
just the current standings are. That's where you are.
Yeah, no, you're just a
And
dick. You're not wrong.
thinking of talking about like middling pieces of shit. We got Josh Allen as the quarterback for Buffalo, who definitely let Jet down with a
Yeah,
pick
he's
twice.
not a very good one, Brian.
And he's good to do that at least a handful of times a year, at least 3 times a year. You're gonna get 25 points for no reason really. Um,
Dude, and he never does it back to back, so I'm in bad shape, dude.
Yeah, and that's a Monday night game. He's going up against Jalen Hurts, coming fresh off that bye at home, going against Cleveland.
Give me Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited about Jalen Hurts here, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm excited about your stack. So we got CeeDee Lamb,
Thanks for noticing, Brian.
yeah, Jaden Reed and Keon Coleman going up against AJ Brown. Is this his first game of the year? Or when did he get hurt?
No, he caught a bink week 1, dude,
Week
and
one.
then
Okay, so he
he
played one
got
game.
hurt in practice that
Yeah,
week.
it was a long time ago. It feels like a long time ago.
But yeah, no, he missed 4 games, right? I mean, what week is this?
Yeah,
6? Holy
we're
shit.
going
Yeah,
to
he
six.
missed four
Yeah,
games, dude. Well, they were on a bye last week, so
true.
3
True,
technically,
true,
but
true,
yeah.
true. And we
Which
got
what a beautiful time for that bye to get him healthy. Anyway,
wonderful time. We got Marvin Harrison Jr. sliding into that WR2 rule, and Brian Thomas Jr., who pulled through on his stack day. Didn't amount to a win, but it's still a nice little action there with the T-Law. Um, I mean, it's pretty clear. You got CD on one side, and then you got three more than capable receivers on the other side. I mean, Jaden Reed's nothing to sneeze at, but I'm taking AJ Brown fresh off of that 4 week rest.
it feels like a Dupes game. It always feels like a Dupes game when Jaden Reed's involved, Brian. And
That's
like
so
I don't know if Craig mentioned this, but in his recap, but there was 3 stacks where we put them up. Actually, 4 stacks, right? That were up close and cozy, and
yeah.
3 of them came through with a double bink.
He did not.
Like
He talked about the bink.
Chase caught one,
Yeah,
Nico caught
he
one,
got one.
and BTJ caught one
Yeah.
when they were cozied up, dude.
Wow, cozied
Now
up.
the red rifle forgot to hit Deontay for 80, but I mean you can't win them all, Brian, and you
No,
can
you
never win them
can't.
all when you're going up against these receivers. For Disco, give them to me.
Yep. All right, and running backs, we got Irving and Mixon is coming back. Is Mixon officially coming back here? I'm assuming he is.
It doesn't matter who he
It
puts in
does
there,
not matter.
Brian.
We
They'll
got
always
Josh
score a
Jacobs
fucking
and Brees
stupid
Hall.
touchdown like Roshan Johnson did against me. You put any scrub in there and they'll
Yeah,
score, dude. It doesn't
doesn't
matter.
even matter. And thankfully, what is it, Buck Irving or Bucky?
Bucky, yeah.
Yeah, Bucky, he thankfully did not score a touchdown against me. He probably will against you. Brees Hall under a new head coach, right? So maybe that's going to be what he needed. Yeah, I can't go against Brees and Jacobs.
Either can I, Brian, and I never will.
All right, tight end, we got Conklin versus Njoku. I
Hmm,
I don't care.
I don't either.
It's a tie, complete tie. And we got Jameson Williams and Jacoby Myers. That's a pretty good matchup, actually. Um,
Yeah, Jacoby B and Q is new. I never saw that before,
yeah,
but
I pretty like that. So is
dude,
Devontae gonna
honestly,
play?
oh, but get give me Jameson Williams,
Yeah,
dude.
give
I'm
me
sorry,
Jameson
I
Williams
can't
as
pick
well.
you, Jacoby. Dude, he's getting 10 targets a game, and like, no, Devontae's not playing again this week, so that's always good. But then he draws Joey Porter Jr. in coverage, which isn't fun.
Yep.
Uh, and so I feel like Jameson Williams might have a better matchups in that Dallas game. So I'm gonna go with him.
As like yeah, nice number two receiver, and yeah, I like that too. So why is Devontae not actually playing? Is it because he wants out? Is he
I think
actually?
it I think he was hurt, but like you have to, you know what I mean? If you get traded, then you have to have a physical and he wants to pass that. So I think he's
Sure.
like just not going to play for them again
Yep,
at the
understood.
risk of getting hurt. And I think he probably I mean, you saw that clip of what Kevin Bean put it out there? Somebody did where like he's like I'm just he's fucking throwing hospital balls up there, dude. I've
Yeah,
never been
yeah,
hit so hard in my career.
yep. Hospital
He's not
ball.
happy, dude, and I don't think he will be ever
Yeah,
with that team.
yeah. I mean, I think the best landing spot for him is just go to Buffalo. I think it'd be a great landing spot.
I think anywhere but Vegas is good. I
Yeah,
really do. It doesn't really matter, and I think I don't know. Like, look like Olave can't just like when they want to shut him down, he can be shut down. Like,
yeah,
I
that's
think
true.
the Saints need him the most.
Yeah, yeah.
So we'll see.
We'll see where
But
he goes.
yeah, Jameson Williams.
All right, and then kicker we got. McLaughlin versus Tucker. Give me Tucker.
7 for 7, including a 56-yarder to tie the game at the end. I'm just saying, give me Tucker, dude.
Well, you got a lot of Gags teams right here. You
He,
guys kicker and his
he may
defense.
not be washed after all, is all.
It's possible. All right, we got the Houston D, which I can't believe Ed let him go. Why did Ed let the Houston D go, man? They've been looking good.
Uh,
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 Going against the Chargers in Denver. Um, I like both of these matchups, but
I
honestly,
love both these matchups.
give
I
me
think
Houston, man.
I think Houston's more likely to win. I think the Chargers could fuck around and lose that game for
Yeah,
sure. So yeah, give me Houston.
I have no idea why Ed dropped him. Maybe he just didn't have room for him. I don't know. I think they're a good backup defense. What the
It's
hell?
tough, dude. Like there's nothing on waiver. Like some of these guys have a roster in three defenses. This is like a new trend lately where it's just
Yeah, that's
like
me. That's me.
you get Maddie had four going, right? And
Yeah,
then
yeah, that's
and
true.
again, you're gonna pick the wrong one the more that you have, dude. So it
Okay.
ends up being a problem. But because it's a fluky kind of stat thing anyway. I'm going disco.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even for me. It's really not even that close. I'm not trying to disrespect Jets team, but Allen and Lamb, that's nice. And then there's a pretty big drop off.
He's got a
So,
couple of good guys on bye, I think, is why
um,
his lineup doesn't look as potent as usual. But he's
yeah,
definitely got a team, dude.
he's got Kyron's. Yeah, Kyron's on the
I
bye.
mean, they're Kyron Williams. That's three touchdowns a game you're losing.
That's true. That's true. And I was really worried about his boy Worthy. I thought he was gonna have a much bigger game. But it was Juju. It was Juju who had the big game. That's weird.
Well, I did say I liked that pickup for free.
Yeah.
Um, I didn't. I just said that I loved it if I thought he was going to do that well. But I
He's a
definitely
good man.
I liked him for about 14 or 13 maybe. I don't know. Who cares, Brian? Nobody cares about that shit.
Yeah.
All they care about is this next matchup coming up on the docket, and I think
What
it's
do you want? What do you want?
uh
You want
give me this
Obscene
one.
Biscuits?
Yeah.
Okay. Man, these projections are low.
Well, it's bye week time, Brian, and
Yes,
that
it
could
is.
only mean that we've got our man Jimmy Jam currently in fourth place, going up against our worst place loser, our last place basement dweller. But despite the red rifle and Deontay not hooking up last week, he still got the W. He's off the schneid. Uh, Nobody will ever go 0-14 this year, Brian. And let's just jump right into this shit fest. We've got Justin Fields at Vegas going up against the red rifle against Atlanta. I like Fields' upside a little bit more than Dalton's.
I don't know. Give me the Red Rifle at home versus Atlanta. Looks it's gonna be sunny there apparently, so I don't know. I don't even think
Oh,
there's a good chance
well,
that Fields
that's
is not going to play. In Pittsburgh Talk Radio, there a lot of people are saying that most likely Russ is going to be inserted as the QB1 this week.
Oh,
Um,
is he not starting? Well,
they
I
haven't
mean,
they haven't made it official, but a lot of people are saying that's probably what's going to happen.
I
So
know a guy that's got Trevor Lawrence on his bench, Brian. He could
I think
always use a good trade.
Patrick Mahomes is on the bye, so yeah, that might be a good move. If yeah.
If he wants to trade me DJ Moore, Brian, I will listen to him. All right, and then otherwise, I don't know. Maybe he'll just grab Herbert back off the waivers and play him against Denver in a really bad matchup. I don't know,
Probably.
Brian. But let's just get right to the receiver. We got D3. We got the Dudley
I
boys.
love it.
D Moore, D Mooney, D Smith going up against D Johnson. Oh, and then Brandon and Allen ruined
Yeah.
the D scheme. Uh,
Mm.
I like it when it's Jimmy this time. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I think
He-
so.
mm.
For sure. Yeah, give me DJ Moore and yeah, Mooney. Yeah, it's Jimmy.
I can't pick Deontay because I want to feel like I made a good trade. So if he goes off, I feel like a dick. And then if Hurts plays poorly, I really feel dumb. So that's what I'm going with that. All right. And then at running back, we got Bang Bang Robinson coming
Whew.
back strong, going up against Baltimore. And we got Jameer Gibbs on the road to Dallas, going up against Chubba Hubba and Chase Brown making an appearance.
Yeah.
Zach Moss kind of hurt his ankle at the end of last week, right? So
Hey, give me a
that's
bang bang.
something. Gimme Bang Bang. He
Yeah.
didn't even mention Jameer Gibbs. He said, "Gimme
Yeah.
Bang Bang." We love when it's easy, Brian.
Yeah.
Gimme Bang Bang too. And then at the tight end, we've got Dallas Goddard going up against Kittle through the middle. One of the shiniest toys on Kevin's team. Gimme Kittle through the middle.
Yep. How long will he be on that team before he's traded away? Give me Kittle.
Well, at least another week, probably, Brian. And then in the flex, we got one of my least favorite running backs of all time,
Me
Najee Harris,
too.
going up
Me
against
too.
well, I didn't like him for different reasons. Monty,
Gotcha,
give me
gotcha.
Monty all
Yeah,
day.
give
I
me
love
Monty.
Monty.
You
Now that I
dislike
don't
him.
have Gibbs, I love me some Monty, and it's a revenge game against Jimmy Jam. He's
Yeah,
gonna come out, dude.
Monty for sure.
Too bad. Well, maybe Jimmy could put Gibbs in the flex, and we can line those guys up. That'd be a tasty matchup head
Hmm.
to head. And then at kicker, at kicker, Brian, we got a guy named Brandon going up against Nick Folk. Give me a guy named Brandon.
Yeah, I should never go against Brandon again. I mean, he doesn't matter where he's on the field, he's gonna make it.
I just can't. I couldn't believe you then, and I can't believe you now. And then finally, and only finally, we got Cincinnati on the road at the Giants going up against New England at home against Houston. We like when it's easy. Give me
Yeah.
Cincy.
Cincy, I mean, their defense isn't good, but they're not playing against Houston, so let's go Cincinnati. I think they're both going to do poorly.
I mean, are we banking on the fact that Stroud falls apart without Nico or
Right,
something?
exactly.
I'm,
What are we doing here? Do we not have another defense? Well, they got
I
Vegas
don't
versus
know.
Pittsburgh. I'd probably take Vegas at this point.
Vegas versus who?
Pittsburgh.
Oh yeah, all day.
Yeah,
Especially if Russell Wilson's playing.
yeah, first game back. He's
You know he's good for a couple turnovers and takes a bunch of sacks. So yeah, that could be rough. All
I
right.
get it. Turnovers because he's a cook. I get it. Okay.
He cooks up the apple turnovers.
I love it.
Um,
Have you seen that commercial played about a bajillion times with
Probably not.
oh, what the hell's his name? All right, all right, all right. What's his name? I'm just drawing a blank.
Matthew
Yeah,
McConaughey.
yeah. You haven't seen that? He's talking to Christian McCaffrey about however they just want you to eat. Yeah, they talk about
Oh
turnovers.
yeah, yeah.
It's
That's
that.
pretty good.
Huh. And what are you eating over there, Jerry?
Rice.
That
Yeah, that's a good one.
was a pretty good one.
I've
Um,
only seen it once or twice, dude. That's why it's still funny to me. I
yeah,
don't watch a
I've
lot
seen it a
of
million times.
TV commercials. Yeah.
Yeah, this one is easy for me. I hate to say it, but I think Bean stays in the basement with his one win, and Biscuits and Porn goes to 4-2.
Uh, that sounds nice and everything, but I feel like you know what? Sometimes fate's on your side. I'm going with KB. I don't know why. I just think he's
Okay.
gonna win.
Could be the red rifle. Maybe it's that. Maybe it's because Russell Wilson might be starting for the Steelers. Maybe Crick will put Russ Wilson in. Who knows? All
That'd be
right.
weird. That would
So
be wild.
he actually picked him up.
Wait. Well, if you're watching Jimmy, don't do it, dude. Please. As someone who owned him, just don't even think about it. I'd rather have Deshaun Watson going up against who they playing. Somebody.
Uh,
No, not Washington.
Philly,
Never
Philly. They're
mind.
going against Philly.
Yeah, they'll be behind in that game. I'd go with that.
All right.
He's got
And
to. He's gonna go out and prove Jaden Daniels wrong, dude. Gonna say I didn't give up on my team and go out and ball once, dude. It'll be weird.
that would be awesome. All right, this next matchup we have Gags to Riches, who does not deserve to be 1-11. I'm sorry, 1-4 in 11th place, going up against his mirror image,
Ooh.
awesome Magic, the power of purple. Wasn't so powerful last week. Actually, it was very powerful. He just wasn't quite powerful enough. That was a tough loss. But we're happy that he's not undefeated. So let's get right into it. We got Kyler Murray, fresh off from Disco Squad, playing in Green Bay, going against the former MVP and the current MVP, projected MVP, Lamar Jackson. Give me Lamar.
Give me Lamar.
Yeah, he
Um,
good.
I talked to Ryan a bit, and he is lamenting the fact that he didn't play Roshan like he wanted to, and
Yeah,
he
he talked about it.
he did, and he thought his line of thinking was Trey Tucker's going to give me 10 at least. Roshan's got
Yeah,
to fall in the end zone to do that, but
right.
I mean, like he said too, like if please just have a game, Olave, so he could sleep, dude.
I know.
But no, the motherfucker goes out and gets 3 points, dude, and it's like,
Yeah,
oh fuck, now I
you can
really
hang
feel
yourself.
bad. Yeah.
You can just hang yourself
But
to
Ryan, just so you know, had you played the other guy, Olave would have caught a touchdown. There is no multiverse that exists where you win that game. So
That's right.
just saying.
You lost either way.
Yeah, you lost either.
All right. Next up, we got the receivers. We got Stephon Diggs, the true number one guy.
WR1.
You are one. We got Tyler Lockett and we got D.J. Hopkins, and we've got on the other side we got Scary Terry, Adunze, and Douglas. Oh
Oh,
man,
poor DeAndre Hopkins. You used to know his name, Brian.
I know.
How what a fall from grace where you can't even remember the poor bastard's name. Ouch. Ouch, babe.
I still,
Uh
still think Gags are
Still,
good.
dude. Yeah, listen. What? Why is Pop Douglas in the lineup, Brian? Tell me that.
I have no idea. Let's find out. Hold
Yeah,
on.
let's please find out. That's what I was alluding to. Can we find out
Come on.
what his bench looks like? What in the world is Pop Douglas on? I mean, right? What?
DeAndre. Okay, DeAndre. All right. Oh yeah,
Pittman's
Pittman's
doubtful.
out.
Okay.
Pittman, I heard he's gonna be out for a couple weeks actually.
Oh, Trey Tucker cost him a win, so he's
Yeah,
dead to
Just
him.
Jack is
Yeah. I'm
out.
surprised he's still on a team. I would have cut him, dude. If he cost a guy like that cost me the game, hit it, dude. You're out. Bye.
Hit the bricks. And
Done.
there's Nick Chubb, like licking his lips, getting ready to get into that starting
He's
lineup.
so ready, dude.
I know. All right,
So
let's
ready.
take the eggs there.
Yeah, we're always taking gags there,
Oh,
Brian.
yeah. This is a pretty good matchup here. We got Kamara and Connor going up against Henry and Williams. Whew, that's a tough one, man.
Brian, I have to pass because there are two guys there that I said I would never pick against, and therefore I
That
am not allowed to pick a guy in this matchup.
that's very tough. Javante
I'll
Williams,
tell you what I'll do for you, Brian. I'll pick between Connor and
there you go.
Devontae Williams. Give me Connor.
All right, and I'm going to take King Henry this week because New Orleans is going to have to try to lean on Kamara a little bit too much. I think they're going to bottle him up. Yeah, give me Henry. All
I
right,
think Kamara and Henry are both going to have a game of football on Sunday.
it definitely looks that way. It definitely.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got Pitts versus Kincaid. I never choose Pitts. We got to go Kincaid here. I just don't know how you can even put Pitts out there.
Listen, I chose. Listen, Brian, I chose Pitts last week, and he went out there and he did exactly what we thought he would: 7 for 88 or 8 for 78. I don't know what it was,
Yeah.
but it was 15, 16 points. And I'll never pick against my young Kyle Pitts again. Yeah, just like I never ever would. So
Yeah,
give me Pitts.
Pitts. Oh man.
It's comeback revenge tour,
It
dude.
feels like a bagel week. It feels like a bagel week.
Those don't exist anymore. We finally solved the puzzle, Brian. Now it's breakout time.
All right, we'll see. And then we got Josh Downs going up against Roshan Johnson.
Give
I
me
mean,
Josh
kind of
Downs.
Josh, thank you. Give me Downs. All right, and then kicking, we've got Narvison for Green Bay going up against L. McPherson, who lost the game. Wow, that was ugly. Give me Narvison. Just
Just like Al McPherson, though, Brian, he'll bounce back, and I will take him in
did you
this.
see that overtime kick he missed? Mm.
Listen, I've watched Narvison kick too now. All I'm saying is I've seen McPherson get hot, So you sound like Gags over there. The guy misses one kick, and all of a sudden he's washed up, dude. No, give me
He's
McPherson.
off the team. All right, Buffalo.
Cincinnati doesn't score points anymore. The guy sucks. You might as well cut him.
All right, Buffalo in New Jersey going up against Green Bay at home versus Arizona. Yeah, the Jets are trying to figure stuff out. Give me Buffalo.
Mm, Buffalo on the road. Green Bay at home. Nah, and Tree Sice is playing him. I trust Tree Sice when it comes to defense, and I always will. Brian, give me Green Bay.
That's so funny. All right, who you taking overall?
Unfortunately, I don't even know, dude.
I
Honestly.
mean, this
Hold
could.
on a second. Do I have coins somewhere?
I know, seriously. Do you have an actual coin?
All
Uh,
right, I got a lighter with a sticker. Top half says Gags wins, and the sticker side says Tree Size. Give me Gags.
yeah, I was leaning towards Gags this time anyway. Yeah, I think Gags is due for a win. Power Purple drops down to 4-2.
Don't put it past Lamar to just put up 80, though.
Oh, I know, I know. All right,
It's
we've
hard
got
to pick against the second highest scoring team in the league, dude. And
true.
Henry as well.
All right, do you want to take Ed Logger versus Shawshank, Mr. 300?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Brian. And in this penultimate matchup, we have got our sixth place playoff
Yeah.
bound
Yes.
wonder Ed Lager bouncing back nicely. Couple wins in a row, I think.
I
Going
know.
up
Good for you.
against our man Josh, who I think also is on a two-game winning streak. I think he was 0-3.
He
I
was.
can't be certain. I
He
never
was.
watched the recap because I always lose. But the man bowls 300s. He wins beauty contests and he plays fantasy as well. A triple threat guy, no doubt. Let's get right into it. We've got the 85-point man, Kirk Cousins, at Carolina, going up against Geno Smith at home against San Francisco this Thursday night, tomorrow night. By the time tonight, let's say tonight,
Tonight. Yeah.
usually you put it out in the morning. So tonight's game
There you go.
features this quarterback versus San Francisco. Um, I'm going to stick with Cousins coming off
Give
that nice one.
me Cousins in Carolina.
Mm.
No doubt.
What a perfectly scripted ending, overtime, and just what
Hmm.
did he throw for 500 then? Did he
I
end up
think he
getting
did.
five?
I think he
Damn,
did.
dude. Sick. Awesome. All right. Yeah, because Drake London ate me for breakfast,
He
Brian, and he
did.
spit me out on Monday night. All right. And then at wide receiver, we got Chris Godwin, Zay Flowers, and Chris Olave going up against Garrett Wilson, Drake London, George Pickens. Here's my problem with
Mm.
guys like Olave and Flowers is that whilst they will give you good games most of the time, their
Yeah.
floors smell like shit, dude.
True.
Ron,
Very, very true.
rancid, disgusting shit. So they're like victims of game script all the time. Give me Josh.
Yeah, having said that, I like Flowers and Olave's matchups. Tampa Bay and Washington are gonna put up some points, so and Pickens, nobody knows what's going on with him. And Drake's not gonna do that again. So yeah, give me Ed.
I don't know. Garrett Wilson just fucking poaches me from the one all the time. I'm so sick of that fucker. All right, and then on first down, no less. We'll be at
Oh,
first in inches,
oh, don't
dude.
even think you got a crack at it.
All right, and then fuck Garrett Wilson. All right, and then running back we got Ramondre Stevenson and RB1 Saquon Barkley going up against DeAndre Swift and Tony Pollard. Give me Barkley.
Yep, give me
Anything he's
Barkley.
attached to, dude.
Barkley and Stevenson.
I
Hey,
feel like he's going to catch a lot of touchdowns in that
oh
game.
my
I don't know
God.
why,
Yeah,
Brian. And then
likely.
in the tight end, we've got Zach going up against Mike Gesicki.
Mm,
No thanks.
no
Give me
thanks.
Zach.
Give me Ed. Hey, if you want
Gross.
to get rid of Brees Hall, just let me know.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. I mean, this is the time to trade him, right? He's doing really
Absolutely.
awesome.
Yep.
I'll probably get your best player for
Oh,
him.
just sell low is what they say.
Sell low. Yeah, that's a good idea. Anybody? Who else you want?
I think
All
Doug.
right, and then in the flex we got Austin Eckler. Shut up, Brian. Going up against Wandale Robinson, dude. Wandale's the man. Give me
He
him.
is. Wandale, especially if my boy Neighbors is out, he's gonna have a better day.
Wandale's the most disrespected, productive fantasy player of all time. And then the kicker, we've got Matt's. Well, it's real easy, but we know
Yeah.
who's gay,
Who's
and
not
it's
gonna go?
always Matt's gay, Brian,
Oh, it's
especially
not
when
good.
Butkus is on a bye.
Yep, that's good.
And finally, Brian, and only finally, we got Denver D at home against the Chargers, going up against Pittsburgh on the road against Las Vegas. Give me Pittsburgh.
Give me Pittsburgh. I heard Vegas is going to be putting out a new quarterback this week. I think it's O'Connell. So I think Pittsburgh is going to feast.
I don't know though. You got to watch out for that O'Connell to Jacoby Myers connection. Well touted, well scouted. Everybody loves it. I think he might score twice. I'm gonna switch my pick of the flex to Jacoby Myers now that I know that. He's the opposite of Josh. He has a very ugly face, Brian. One of the ugliest I've ever
Oh,
seen.
super ugly. Andrew Luck
Ain't
up
no
against.
Connell, ain't no Connell's eyebrows are nightmare fuel. Overall, uh, despite the fact that I took some guys, yeah, it gets hairy towards the end. I really don't like Eckler much. Denver's okay. Give me Ed.
Yep, I'll take that as well. Josh could care less. He's going to be on that 300 high for a long time, so he doesn't care.
Mm-mm. I think he cares a little bit, dude. I think he wants to win. Something
Me
tells me he'll
too.
be rooting for his team this
He will
weekend as
be.
well.
He'll be trying. He'll be putting a kicker in there. He'll be doing his best.
Is he doing his best when he's carting Mike Gesicki out there, Brian?
No, that is definitely not anyone's best.
I mean, Noah Fant's always on waivers, isn't he?
I'm sure he's out there.
Don't you wanna? Noah Fant? Don't you wanna?
And now the matchup of the week. We have the Wizard of Wimber. For some reason, is now on a three-game winning streak. Who knows
Ew,
why?
gross.
FH going up against Yinzer Jacks, who's also, I believe, on a three-game winning streak.
He
If
is.
I'm not mistaken. So 2v5 here, and yeah, I really, really loved how the beginning of the season started for Craig with 0-2. He looked defeated. He looked desperate. He's back to life. And look at this triple stack that he has set up. I don't even like looking at that. But let's just talk about the quarterbacks for so far. We got Burrow going against Prescott. He's not putting Flacco in there. Since we're talking about quarterbacks, let's look at all of his quarterbacks. We've got Goff, we've got Flacco, and we have Stafford on the bye.
Oh, you're right. Four guys.
Oh wow, yeah.
Hmm.
Flacco is also on the bye, I guess. No, he's not on the bye.
No,
I guess
that's Jordan shitface Whittington on a bye.
is Richardson back this week, I guess.
I don't
I don't keep track
I
of
don't
the
follow India at all, dude.
I do for JTT, that's about it.
And I
Um,
don't even have JTT, so you can imagine.
yeah. I have to take Burrow in this situation.
Um, Detroit, that could be a shoot. Yeah, give me Burrow, dude. Yeah, I'll take Burrow, I guess.
All right, and we've got that. This is this one of the first triple stacks ever? I mean, I don't, not this that usually doesn't happen, but we've got Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and JSN going up against Amon St. Brown, Amari Cooper, and Dion Wicks.
Dude, I think once upon a time someone had Moss and Welker at once, or Moss
Okay,
and Edelman,
yeah,
or one of the two of those guys once.
yeah, I
But
can.
I don't remember a time ever where someone had the triple banger like that. At the Giants, man, Wicks, Cooper, and Brown. Yeah, that's ugly. All right, yeah, give me Craig.
Give me Craig. I mean, there's no way that Chase and Higgins are going to be catching two touchdowns a game. He said he added up just their point totals and it was like 142 points for these three players last week. That's sick.
Yeah, I mean, he would have beat a
Yeah,
couple teams.
yeah,
He would have beat my stepson with three
yeah.
guys. How sick.
That's true.
Well, Kirk Cousins was beating ass too, so you know.
Yep.
I hate Amari Cooper, and for that reason, I'm
Yeah.
fuck him, dude. He sucks.
Chase is on fire. All right. In running back position, we've got Trav and our boy, well, Mason, who also is probably seeing CMC in his rear view mirror, getting a little bit closer. Going against James Cook and KW3,
Mm,
and they're
give me
going.
Maddie.
You going with Maddie this time?
Yeah, I'm going with Maddie this time.
Yeah, I think I will too.
Feels like a VTJ game.
Yeah, could go either way, but yeah, give me a could be a KW3 kind of game tomorrow night. All right.
I just really think that Sweet Trap's hurt, and I think that they'll be careful with him because Bigsby's playing so well right now.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's and Seattle's D is they're not a joke, but they're kind of soft-ish, I
They
guess. I
are.
don't know. We'll
They're
see, but
definitely soft.
yeah, Mason's hard to pick against, but KW3 and Cook I like. Yeah,
Me too. All right, tight end. We got Turd Ferguson going up against Sammy Laporta. Give me Sammy Laporta. He's got to have a game this year, and
head to
maybe.
head
Oh
every
yeah,
drive,
head to
and
head.
you've got Dak
Yeah.
throwing it to his guy. That's going to be fun to
Ooh,
watch. He's going
ooh,
to
yeah.
hate that.
Yeah. That's a
Give
nice
me
little matchup.
Laporta also because he's not on Craig's team.
Yep, and he's well overdue. All right, we got Rashad White going up against is this Tyler Craft?
I think he's a Tucker fucker like
Okay,
Justin
yeah,
Tucker.
I think you're right.
The $11 man, Brian, and I hate Rashad White, so give me Tucker Craft.
Yeah, I'll take Craft as well. Fairbairn going up against Base.
Hmm.
Slap it a Base.
Slap it at base.
Even though Fairbairn's probably going to put up 20.
Eh.
All right, and then we got Baltimore at home versus Washington or San Fran tomorrow night in Seattle. Give me San Fran.
Hmm. San Fran Seattle is always like a weird game, right? You never know what could happen there. But I also at home, yeah, I'll take Baltimore.
That Baltimore Washington game, that could be fun. That could be a really fun
Hmm.
game.
Yeah, I hope that nobody solves Jaden Daniels before he is awesome.
Yep.
It's always good to see the young kids do awesome. So I hope Baltimore gets smoked in that game. It'd be fun.
Oh, that'd be amazing. I would love to see that.
And
Uh,
then watch Lamar's ceiling. That'd be wild.
hmm That would be awesome. I hope that happens.
I mean, watching
I
this pass
really,
defense is. I mean, you gotta hope. You gotta hope it's an aerial assault all day. Overall, I picked almost every guy on Craig's team. I think. So give me
outside
Maddie.
of yeah, outside of running backs and yeah, tight ends.
Mm.
Yeah, I'll take Matt's Gay. Give me Matt's
Matt's
Gay.
gay, and he's a luck box. Like
Yeah.
he'll find a way to win. Wicks
Yep.
will catch 4 touchdowns or something. He just wins at fantasy, dude. It's weird. He doesn't even try. He's like,
That's
"Oh,
it.
whoops! I forgot to put in one of my best running backs. That's okay. I still won by 40. No big deal.
Oh, is he
I'm
back?
still
Oh
in
man,
sync.
I was too busy playing with
Yeah,
the kids. Oh, sorry.
I'll still get a buy. It doesn't matter. I don't have to try.
That's so funny.
He did.
Uh,
He'll never learn his lesson because like he just wins. It's so weird. He can cart out the worst scrubs you've ever seen, and somehow he puts it
and
together.
he'll still, but then again, he'll lose it in the championship game.
Oh, definitely. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, he's good for one every 10 years or so.
All right. You got any final thoughts?
Not tonight, dude. Yeah, no, I was pretty happy that I got to trade. I hope Jalen Hurts with his guys does what I think he can do. And
Dude, it's weird that you have Kevin's top bun and I have his bottom bun. Like, it's just weird.
it is a weird man sandwich that we've got going on, Brian.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I was really looking forward to this week when I made that trade, and my team suffered because of it, I
Yeah.
think. And
Yeah.
the schedule didn't do me any favors. Josh, I think, was second highest of the week. So
He
good for
was.
him. Good for his 300 and his dashing good looks. Um,
He
Nah,
had a week.
good
He had a
luck,
week.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I hope Craig loses. And, again, dude, he's always talking shit. I mean, I don't know. He said Jalen Hurts sucked, so he'll probably go for 80, dude.
I hope so. You might need to give your son a pep talk after this week. He might want to whenever he gets his fourth loss in a row, he might want to consider quitting the league. So you might need to be there for a shoulder to cry on. That's all.
Oh yeah, no, we could sleep together. I'll cuddle them all night, dude. If that's what it takes to get him back in biz, dude. I don't care,
And Zach, he means that. He would do that.
dude. Ziggy, yeah, like Ziggy tries to get in between Maggie and me anyway. So I mean, what's the difference?
So why not? All right, are you ready, Disco?
I'm always ready, Brian.
Woo.
Oops.
Nice. Nice.
Nice, dude.
All right, hey, good luck getting up tomorrow morning.
Yeah, thanks, dude.
All right,
All
see
right,
ya.
brother.
Good luck.
Later.
Later.